The only organ more complex than the eye is the brain. In the eye there are about 2 million different working parts, and each individual eye contains about 107 million cells which are all light sensitive, and they all go to the brain. Now in the brain, about half of it is dedicated to vision and to the ability to be able to see. Did you know that the eyes themselves are not what actually allow you to see? It is the eyes which act like a camera, capturing light and then send the data back to the brain. It is the brain which interprets the image and gives us the image. We see things upside down. It is the brain which turns the image the right way around. The eyes can distinguish about 10 million different colours. It can also distinguish 500 shades of grey. If the eye were a digital camera, it would have about 576 megapixels. This is compared with our camera on our phone, which is about 12 megapixels, and a normal SLR camera, which has about 25 megapixels. The eye can detect a candle flame from 1.7 miles away. While a fingerprint has 40 unique characteristics, an iris has 256. This is why iris scans are becoming increasingly used for security purposes. The average person blinks about 12 times a minute. Bet you just blinked. The shark cornea is nearly identical to the human cornea, and it has even been used in human surgery. The night vision of tigers is 6 times better than that of humans. Your eye is the fastest muscle in the body and can contract at 1/100th of a second. This is where the term "in the blink of an eye" came from. Well, pirates wore earrings because they thought that improved their eyesight. However, what we know is that there are certain fruits and vegetables which are very good for your eyes. So in terms of vegetables, anything green and leafy is very good for your eyes. Other vegetables include peppers, so red and green peppers are all very good for you. And from the fruit side, anything with vitamin C, oranges, but also papaya, that contains a lot of nutrients. Have you ever tried a papaya? No? If you haven't, you should try one. It's really good for you. So the eye consists of receptors called rods and cones. The rods are responsible for allowing us to be able to see in the dark, while the cones are responsible for allowing us to see colour and detail. The cones are concentrated right in the middle of our vision, and that is where we get the most detail from. The peripheral vision is filled with rods, and that allows us to be able to see very, very well in the dark. What you find is that if you ever try and look straight ahead at a star, if it's a very, very dim star, you might not be able to see it. But if you look slightly to the side of it, you'll be able to see it. This is because the cones are trying to see it when you're looking straight ahead at it, and they're not very good at sensing dim light. But when we look slightly to the side of it, the rods kick in, and they allow us to be able to see that star. Something for you to try the next time you can see some stars in the sky.